Evening, people. Welcome back to the channel. So tonight, this is the catch-up race from last week that I missed because it wouldn't let me stream. So this is round 2 of Next Gen Racing's GR3 excuse me, GR3 Lamborghini League. We are live for a half an hour race at Spa in the wet as well. So interesting race. Let's have a quick flick through. We've got in Azeroth then. So no quali, just because it doesn't record the quali. It only records the race itself. So Azeroth in pole then, Next Gen Mad Marshall in second, Bigsy in third, Weiss in fourth, Suburtus in fifth. We've got to try and catch up with Suburtus on lap 4, I think. Duds in sixth, Danzo seventh, Jay Norwood eighth, Saxo ninth, and MRC Bobby down at the back of the pack in 10th position. So evening, whoever the other watcher is. Let's quickly go through points. So, as of Catalonia last week, MRC Bobby leads the way on 20 points, Saxo in second on 18 points, Burnt Fry on 16 points, no Burnt Fry in the lobby tonight, Jay Norwood in fourth with 14 points, Danzo fifth with 13 points, Duds sixth with 12 points, Pilgrim seventh with 11 points, Suburtus 8th with 10 points, and unfortunately Weiss didn't finish last week. But we have got a Mad Marshall in the lobby tonight. Is he standing in for Burnt Fry possibly? Down for the count, evening mate. Yes, it should be interesting in the wet. It should be very interesting. Right, let's come out of this. This might be a bit glitchy because I don't use these replays very often. Right, so I can't imagine we're that far off. Countdown for the race starts. See if they can keep it clean into the source. Oh, that's for Azeroth. Come on then. It's a false start by Mad Marshall, unfortunately. He's going to be penalised. Big spray as they head down towards turn 1. Azeroth does lead us through, just runs a little bit wide. So Burtis comes through to take second, then Weiss has to slot through to third. Mad Marshall runs a little bit wide through the source. Cool, you can't see a damn thing through there, but Azeroth leads us down the hill then. Can they keep it clean through here? Damn it, I can't see a thing. There's cars all over the place. Azeroth's got it all wrong. Lost the traction coming over the brow of the hill, and he's just going to be hemorrhaging positions. Who's that as well? Is that Mad Marshall that's got it wrong? We've got Lamborghini sliding around all over the place. Jay Norwood then managing to make it through there cleanly. All the drivers on the wet tyre. So Suburtus comes through. He's got it wrong though at the chicane. Just come back onto the track in first. Weiss second. Duds in third. Saxo in fourth. Suburtus picking up 1.5 second penalty and coming under pressure from Weiss for that top spot. Weiss slotting himself down the middle. Duds has gone wide. Where's he gone? His car's drifting all over the place. Duds has got himself back on track in fourth, but has allowed Saxo to come through. He's gone a little bit wide there as well. Bobby in fifth, looking to take that position off him, carrying better speed down the hill. So over to fourth then for Bob. Duds now fifth. Jay Norwood 6th, Bigsy 7th. I'm surprised you boys at the back of this little pack can see a damn thing looking through that pack. That's the view that some of these drivers are getting. As they all bunch up into these corners. Taking it so tentatively around these turns, not wanting to loosen that rear end. Or go piling into the driver in front. Weiss going a little bit wide. Can Duds get that position back? He does. Slots himself back through to take fourth. Weiss then fifth. Get ourselves back up front. So Bertus still leading then. Saxo's got himself up into second, but Bobby's pressuring him for that second position. Heading down towards Blanchimont. Bob gets through. Saxo now third. Still holding fourth. Bigsy running wide through there. Weiss in fifth. Jay Norwood in sixth. Bigsy seventh. And big gaps back to next drivers. Mad Marshall. About a quarter of a lap down, these boys. And Azeroth got it wrong again. So that's two bits of off-track action for him. Danzo just doing the same thing as well. So really struggling in the wet tonight at Spa. And there again, look, Danzo just trying to get the car going. Struggling to keep it in a straight line. The rear wheels just letting go. So, Bertus then. Comfortably out front. Let's just look back. I would say Duds, who's got himself up into second. He's about 2.5, 3 seconds back there. Unfortunately, it doesn't give me times between drivers on the replays. Look at the spray being kicked up. How these drivers can see where they're going, I just don't even know. No, it's not live, mate. No, it was Tuesday's race I'm catching up with. That I couldn't stream for some reason. It wouldn't let me. It would let me in the lobby, and it would keep me in the lobby, but it just kicked me out every time I tried to stream. But keep me in the lobby. It was bizarre. So I'm catching up with it tonight before next week's race on Tuesday. So Bertus still holding that top spot. Duds though under pressure for second. Jay Norwood trying to squeeze down the inside. Duds has just got it a little bit sideways through there. I'm going to have to come out of this camera because I can't see who's in what position. Jay Norwood's actually got himself through into second then. The sideways action of Duds was just enough to slow him down. Bob's then been pushed back down to fourth. He's now going for a move for third. Not quite going to work out for him there. Saxo now in fifth. Bob just run himself a little bit wide. Duds running himself wide, allowing Bob to come through then. Saxo's managed to squeeze himself past Duds as well, pushing Duds all the way back down to fifth. There may be positions yet to move in this wet circuit. Could be anyone's race tonight. Weiss then in sixth, Bigsy seventh. Oh, he's got it wrong again. Yeah, you do just struggle. These boys just struggling to keep these cars pointing in a straight line, even just to get them moving is a bit of a handful. So Mad Marshall in 8th, Azeroth 9th, Danzo now 10th. So Bertus lost the lead of the race. He's got it wrong somewhere. He's picked up a massive chunk of penalty as well. So he's now under pressure for that third position from NXGN. Saxo is going defensive into this final turn. Oh, he's trying to lose his penalty into there though. He just slammed on the brakes a little bit hard, sideways into that final chicane. Did a good job of getting that pointed back in the right direction. Oh, Jay Norwood's just got it wrong coming through there though. So yes, positions changing all over the place. MRC Bobby now takes the race lead. But he's just gone deep into La Source. Again, just out on the AstroTurf now. He's got to be careful. So that allows Saxo through to take race lead. It's swapping every lap. Still under pressure from Bertus. He's not out of contention yet. 0.1 of a second penalty to lose. Duds has got himself back through into third. Oh, Weiss though sliding sideways past him. Just getting a little bit slow through there for Duds. He's under pressure from MRC Bobby for that fourth. Bobby braking early to avoid any kind of carnage into that turn. Jay Norwood closing that gap back up though. Seventh. Yeah, you can hear they're just spinning the wheels up as they're trying to put the power down in these cars. The amount of water on the circuit. Again, oh, Bigsy drifting it through there. Mad Marshall will follow him through. full-on driftathon. Azeroth taking it nice and easy through there. He's already got it wrong once. He doesn't fancy another trip into the wall. Danzo then about 10 seconds back. Carrying a little bit more speed in there, through there than Azeroth. So he might be able to close that gap back up. So back up to race lead. Saxo then, what's he got? Let's try and have a little look back. Oh, we're on board with the wrong driver. So Weiss has got himself up into second. He's a good 3.5 seconds back from Saxo though. See the gap now. Second, Bobby third. Jay Norwood back up into fourth. Dud's fifth. Oh, he's got wide through Blanchimont. Oh, he's kept that point in a straight line. Suburtus as well. Lost more positions all the way down in sixth now for Suburtus. We've got a driver spinning off somewhere. Is that MRC Bobby getting it wrong? Lap 4 then. 9 minutes of this half-an-hour race gone. Struggling to get the power down, keep that car turning through La Source. It's a tight corner. So on board with Suburtus, looking to hunt down Duds. All the drivers taking their time through Eau Rouge. Closing in though, Suburtus. Closes up under braking. Avoids contact with Duds in front. Duds being very cautious braking. He's lost the tail though. That's allowed Bertus to carry the speed. Oh, I don't think he saw Suburtus there. Chops across the track. He does hold on to that fourth position. Closes up again though, does Suburtus. So tentative on the throttle coming through these turns. Oh, catching some air though, catching too many of those bollards. Still unable to close that gap up on Duds in front. Oh, he's just run himself wide through there as well as Suburtus. Just got to be careful coming back on track as well, those lighter green sections, the AstroTurf. They'll just make your car spin around. Right, let's get ourselves back up front. Saxo still leading. What's the gap looking like? He's still holding a good chunk over second place Weiss. Bobby holding on to third just. Right on Weiss's tail. Head down towards Blanchimont. So on the dry, you can take that absolutely flat out. They're having to drop it down into fourth. Closing in again, it is Bobby. But just losing traction under braking. That's just allowed Weiss to pull away a little bit, give himself a little bit of breathing room from attacking MRC Bobby. Dud still holding on to fourth behind. Suburtus still fifth. Just struggling to get the power down, as we've said. Jay Norwood then sixth. So a long way back from those drivers in front. He's under no threat from Azeroth behind. It's probably a good 30, maybe 40 seconds down is Azeroth in seventh. Danzo's probably another 6 or 7 seconds back from him. Interesting to see whether Danzo can close that gap back up before the end of the race. Little purple sectors from NXGN Saxo. So Weiss still holding second, Bobby third. He's managed to keep that gap between himself and Bob as well as Weiss. Bob just going a little bit deep, oh, drifting it into the right-hander there as well. So the GR3s are all rear-wheel drive. So Dud's fourth, still pulled time over Suburtus. That was the corner I wanted to watch. I caught that in the race. I knew he drifted it around there quite cleanly. So Jay Norwood, 6, having a race of his own at the minute. So he has got past Azeroth then, so Azeroth struggling. The purple sector there for Saxo. Getting to grips with his car in the wet tonight then. So Bobby's still about a second back. Maybe a little bit more at the minute. Again, drifting it through there. Struggling to keep these things pointing in a straight line. So race leader Saxo continues to stretch his gap. Taily through there, he's kept it in a straight line though. Bobby's closed that gap back up on Weiss. Can he use the slipstream up the Kemmel? Maybe a little bit too far back still. Closing up again though, Bob. His heels as they head down the hill then towards the hairpin. Weiss going slightly defensive. Not really a great major attacking point really. You can see how twitchy they are as they try and get the power down. The rear end's just trying to step out on them. Oh, Weiss has run it a little bit wide there. Bob's going to be able to carry the speed, so takes second position. Be able to pull himself a bit of a gap as well, carrying that extra speed. A bit of opposite lock there for Bob, trying to get it through these turns. So can Bob close the gap up on Saxo? Still a way off at the minute. He's pulled a bit of time over Weiss though. Dud's in fourth. Getting it all wrong through there, kicking up a few of the meter markers. He's doing alright though, holding fourth. Bit of a gap back to Suburtus in fifth. Suburtus just getting himself back on track as well. So he'll have a Jay Norwood slowly closing up on him then. There as well for Suburtus, and now he's got a Jay Norwood. So Jay Norwood's about 3 or 4 seconds back at the minute. Saxo in the pits now, so Bobby's going to take race lead. Dud's also in the pits. Saxo and Weiss now being released. So how far back is Saxo going to be? Saxo just coming out of the pits now. MRC Bobby is halfway up the Kemmel Straight. So it'll be interesting to see where he comes back out on track in relation to Saxo. They are over the halfway mark now. It's about a 15-second deficit back to Saxo. 10 seconds back to Weiss. So Bertus. So he's about another 10 or 12 seconds back from Weiss as well. Dud's 5th, but he has pit. He's gone for almost a full tank for a set of wets. He's only about 5 or 6 seconds down from Sir Bertus. Still drifting that Lamborghini. Not that fresh tyres is going to help you not drift that Lamborghini. Can Duds get those places back? Get a couple of clean laps in. So we stick with race leader Bobby. So he's almost out of fuel. We'll see him come in the pits at the end of this lap. Blanchimont. This is where they have to drop it down into 4th gear. This is what Bob's been doing. He kept it in 5th this time. So we should see him hold on to this right hand side and chuck himself in the pits. He does. So Saxo just coming through Blanchimont now. Still taking on board fuel. Weiss just through Blanchimont. Bob taking on board fuel. See that going up. It's a long pit lane as well, so we'll see whether Weiss manages to hold that position. Bobby coming out of the pits now. So only taking on just over half a tank. He has actually got back out on track in front of NXGN Saxo. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Saxo had already come through and taken race lead, but he's not. So Bobby, drifting it on those new tyres. So he's got about a second and a half, 2 seconds over Saxo at the minute. Saxo came in a lap or two ago. Maybe holding a little bit too much fuel as well, Saxo. 9 minutes left of this race, but closing up on Bob. Weiss then 3rd. Still a good 10 seconds back from Saxo. So Bertus up into 4th. Not much fuel on board for him. Dud's 5th. He has stopped. He has got a Jay Norwood pretty close to him. Far too easy through there as well. That's going to allow Jay Norwood to close up on him. Carrying all the extra speed up Kemmel. So good battle's going to develop here between Duds and Jay Norwood then. So Azeroth back into 7th. Danzo 8th. He's just coming pits for fresh tyres, so might be able to put a bit of pressure back on Azeroth later. So Bobby still holding race lead, still got about 2 seconds over Saxo as well. So 7.5 minutes. Saxo getting a little bit tail happy there as well. Weiss then 3rd. Yeah, no positions changing at the minute. Let's keep yourselves on with race leader MRC Bobby through Blanchimont. He's picked up a penalty there. Tries to lose a little bit into the final chicane. Oh, he's gone a little bit deep though. Slowed him right down. Saxo is going to be all over him. Oh, Saxo as well, struggling to get the power down. Bob just trying to lose his penalty in the slipstream of Saxo. So he's lost it now, Bob. He does get a better drive through La Source as well, where he takes race lead. So Saxo down in second now. So this race on to the end then. 23.5 minutes gone, 6.5 minutes of this race remaining. Bertus in the pits then from fourth. Jane Norwood comes through. He's already got himself past Duds. He should get himself past Bertus as well, as should Duds. Say they're already passed, but don't take that for gospel. Oh, so just catch Saxo trying to make a move on MRC Bobby. Oh, he's gone deep, he spun it round. So that's just allowed Bobby spinning the rear up. He's got no traction to actually do that, so the car almost standing in stationary position. So lost all that time to Saxo in front. So he's now about 5 or 6 seconds down, is MRC Bobby. He's got just over 5 minutes to do it. It's going to be a tall order. It's a long way back now. Weiss must have seen that. He'll be thinking there's a possible second position on the cards if he can catch up with MRC Bobby. He'll have seen the gap between himself and Bob come down, that's for sure. Saxo then just trying to get past Azaroth. Towards Blanchimont. If you're wondering why Azaroth is ghosting, that's what happens to back markers when the leaders come through. So you don't have to worry about moving out of line. Oh, Saxo nearly losing it there. Nice to be corny, you don't want to be losing it on that turn. Hard on the brakes then for Saxo. Let's see how far MRC Bobby is. Yeah, he's about 5 or 6 seconds down. He's picked himself up another penalty. He's gone, what, too deep there as well, and he's been reset. Oh, it's all falling to bits for MRC Bobby. Four minutes remaining of this race. Weiss can physically see him on track now. He will definitely be thinking second place is on the cards. Jane Norwood in fourth. Duds fifth. Saberta sixth. Why? Why did that finish early? I don't know why that finished early. Alright. That's alright. I've got the other one. So I've got to get up to about 26 minutes. God damn it, PlayStation. What on earth is going on with you? So I couldn't use my original replay because I was in and out of the lobby trying to start the stream and resetting PlayStations and stuff. It actually made me miss the start of the race, and even though I recorded the race and saved the replay, it missed the start of the race. So I've just asked MRC Bobby to share the race, and it's cut me off 4 minutes from the end. So hopefully my replay has got the last 4 minutes, if it ever loads. Okay. It's going to hurt your eyes, people. I can go quicker than that. Oh, it's giving me epilepsy. Whoa, whoa, were we? 26 minutes. God damn it. Oh. Azeroth then just getting it wrong through La Source. MRC Bobby through La Source now. So yeah, a good few seconds back. He's got to get himself past Azeroth. There's Weiss just coming through then for third. A little bit of a random one, wasn't it? So Jay Norwood a fair way back now, just coming through that final. Kane Dudds going deep. It's going to slow him down for his attack on Jay Norwood in front. So Bertus doing exactly the same thing. He's already got a penalty on board as well. Holding 6th at the minute, and Azeroth 7th under pressure from MRC Bobby, but again ghosting out, so Bobby can just drive straight through him. So here's Saxo, comfortably out front now. 3 minutes remaining. Bobby into this hairpin. This is where we saw him lose it earlier. Kept it clean that time. Weiss getting himself through there as well. He's got an Azeroth to try and slide through. It does look like he's closing up on MRC Bobby. Jay Norwood still got to worry a little bit about Dudds behind. So Bertus 6th, so having a little bit of a lonely race for himself. Azeroth 7th, Weiss coming through then. And 2 minutes remaining, we will see one more lap. Saxo looking comfortable at the minute. He's got a fair old lead from second place Weiss. Weiss has got himself past Bob. What's happened to Bob? What's the gap? Yeah, Bob's got it wrong again somewhere. He's spun himself off track. That's allowed Weiss to come through to take second. So MRC Bobby was leading this race. Having a good old tussle with Saxo. He's got it all wrong several times. So sitting in third, driving his car really hard now to try and make up the time. Oh, a couple of little mistakes creeping in. See how hard he's driving that thing. It's just going sideways everywhere. Bob, he's going to get reset again. Oh no, he's not. Well, that's another. Oh, Bob, it's all going wrong for him. I can't watch. So less than a minute left. Saxo hitting the Kemmel straight for the last time. Weiss following him down the hill and back up, but a long way back. So Saxo, unless he does an MRC Bobby, should take the win. Still finding the rear end of that Lamborghini a little bit of a handful, as are all the drivers in these wet conditions. Bobby's a long way back now. So he's just got to be careful he doesn't make any more mistakes actually, Bob. With this final lap, any more mistakes like that, he might get a position. Jay Norwood might take a position off him. So Bertus has finished the race. We are over the 30-minute counter. So Bertus comes home in 6th. Azeroth going to come home 7th, but not before some of the other drivers. So Saxo's had a good race. Thank you to the new subscriber. I don't know who that is, but thank you anyway. Let's have a look, see if I can tell you who that is. Dan Lawrence. Cheers, mate. That's who that was. So Saxo through Blanchimont for the final time. Down towards the middle chicane. This is where we've seen one or two drivers get it a bit deep and wrong. Hard on the brakes for Saxo. He's got plenty of time to play with. He hasn't got to slam the brakes on at optimal moment. Yeah, nice and easy through that final turn. Power on now, comes home to take the win. Nice and comfortably for Saxo in the end. Weiss coming up to this final chicane, a few seconds back. Oh, he's picked himself up a little penalty there as well. Maybe going a bit deep through Blanchimont. Just dropping his penalty before he crosses the line. Comes home to take second though, Weiss. Kind of gifted to him by MRC Bobby's antics on track. As we just watch him careering through Blanchimont, getting himself back on track. There you go, a little bit of a penalty for him. So Bob's going to come home and take that third position. Looks like he's going to keep his penalty to the line as well. Azeroth does come home in 7th. Jay Norwood is going to take 4th. Yeah, spinning those rears up all the way down that start-finish line. And Duds then, last of the finishers, but comes home in 5th. I'm sure he'll be quite happy with that in the wet. I'm sure most of the drivers will be happy just to finish, to be honest. So that was round 2 of the Lamborghinis. Round 3 will be Tuesday night at 8:10. So come and check that out. For me, the rest of the week, if you were listening earlier, then you'll already know I've got the Tanto Racing, Chewit Racing Mini Cooper Cup tomorrow night. That's 8:30. Good racing in that one. Lambos, you've just seen, I forget where that's from, on Tuesday. Another half-hour race, 8:10 again. 8:30 on Wednesday for MRC's Team Oliver Racing GR3 League. 2 lobbies on that one. CJ actually picking up the Pro-Am lobby for the rest of the season. So big shout out to CJ. Go give him some love on YouTube and Twitch. Why not? Nothing Thursday. The Beatles is finished. And then I will be back at 8 o'clock next Sunday for round 3 of the Tanto Racing Kyrgyzstan Motorsport MX5 Modi 5 Cup. That's been interesting if you were watching that earlier. Bit of a punch up in that one. Good racing. If you fancy helping my channel out, get yourselves over to buymeacoffee.com/darksmoka and donate if you can. Give it a like, give it a subscribe, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Darksmoka. I'm out of here.